Hello guys and welcome to yet another video on my channel. And I'm back, sooner than intended actually, because I got an idea for a relatively interesting and a quick video. Me and my friend Doggy were checking out some model shops on the internet and we stumbled upon this thing, Revell's Jagdpanther in 1/76th scale. It was on sale for a little less than $8 and it seemed like a nice little kit of an interesting subject, so I decided to give it a go. Actually, this isn't originally a Revell kit, it has kinda an odd scale that led me to some research and found out that it's a Matchbox kit whose molds date way back to 1974, which are now Revell's after they bought Matchbox a while back. Now, enough about me rambling about the history of the kit, let's open this box and check out what's inside. Honestly, not much is in the box, as you can see there are two sprues wrapped in a plastic bag, instructions and some rubber tracks. They seem nice, but I prefer Tamiya's since these seem kinda thick for the scale and I am a bit afraid about how they'll sit on the model when finished, but we'll see when the time comes. Now, let's check out the plastic sprues. Okay, so here they are. As earlier I said that there are two of them. One contains parts for the diorama and various parts for the wheels and sprockets, while the other contains parts for the tank destroyer itself. As we can see, this kit comes with a little diorama. It's pretty detailed and it doesn't have any flash whatsoever. Here we have all the various wheels and sprockets. Honestly, they are pretty well detailed, both for the age and the scale of the kit. Here's how they all look from the back. Also, aside from them, there are these two little gas canisters. Okay, now let's move on to the next sprue. It has less parts than the last one, but the quality of the details is the same. The only thing that I have to note is that there is some flash, but it will be easy to remove. Aside from it, there are some seam marks on the turret, exhausts and bricks, so be sure to sand them down when you get to the assembly of the kit. And that's it for the parts. Now let's take a look at the decals. After I take them out of this sheet with some various warnings, and here they are. There aren't many, there are 7 in total, and you'll use 5 of them, regardless of the scheme you choose, so you'll even have some spares. Their quality isn't bad at all. And last but not least, here are the instructions. As always, there is a short description of a subject depicted in the box on the first page, this time of a Jagdpanther. Now, here on the next 2 pages, we have some tips about making scale models and what which symbol means in the instructions, as well as a tiny diagram of the decals which were included in the kit. Now, on the next page, there are some color callouts. I'll roughly follow them as I don't use Revell's paints. Now, let's check out the real instructions. Okay, so here we have a little scheme of all the parts in the kit. Then, in the first step, we assemble the lower hull. In the second one, we put the sprockets together. In the third step, we connect the tracks together. Then, in the fourth, we have to assemble loads of road wheels. On the fifth, we place on the tracks onto the lower hull. On the sixth one, we assemble the turret and drill a hole in the front of it. Then on the seventh, we glue the previously mentioned turret into the top half of the hull and add all the details onto it. Then all that's left is to add these brick walls onto the diorama. Now down here we have 2 sets of schemes. I'll go for the top one, but both are really nice but a bit tricky to paint. And that would be it for the instructions. Let's start working on the kit. Now, as always, before I start with the assembly, I wash my parts in lukewarm soapy water to be sure that all grease is removed from the plastic. Then I carefully dry it and it's ready for work. I'll go now and start the assembly, though I have to note that I challenged myself to complete the whole kit in a single day. Let's see how it all went. here's what I've done so far. Here's the diorama all assembled and ready to be brought to life, with some colors of course. Aside from it, here's the star of the show, Jagdpanther almost fully assembled. I'll paint it like this because I'll paint the road wheels and sprockets separately. Let's go now and do some airbrushing. Before I go airbrush the kit, here's the colors I used. Tamiya XF64 red brown for the stripes and dirt on the diorama, and Tamiya XF60 dark yellow as the main color. Both of these will be thinned down using Mr. Hobby's aquatic thinner. And I'm back. Here's how the diorama and the model look airbrushed. Now I'll have to go and touch up some details later on, so think of this as a rough draft of the finished product. Now I'll go and continue with the assembly, and after it I'll do some hand brushing. Here's the progress so far. The road wheels are still drying, so I'll be careful while showing you what I did so far. But the only thing left for me is to add the tracks onto the model, with which the assembly will be completed. After that, I'll go and put on a clear coat onto the diorama and the model. And diorama and the model are ready for the decals and for the weathering. They look a bit too shiny right now, but when the clear coat fully cures, they'll be matte, hopefully. Now, let's go put on the decals. Tamiya's smart fit will be used for the decals as always. Now onto the weathering with bees. And here it is, a fully completed kit. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I didn't expect much, but it turned out to be one of my better works, at least I think. It all went without problems, the parts fit perfectly, I had no issue with the decals. The camo was a little tricky for me, since this was my first time doing a camo like this, but I'm rather satisfied. I improvised on some parts of the camo, I didn't really listen to the instructions. I kinda made this a challenge and I did the whole model in one sitting. It took me like 6 hours in total, but it can be finished in 2 days without any rushing, though I didn't really rush, to be honest. So yeah, this is a really nice kit of a Jagdpanther at quite a low price. Revell has a few more of these kits in their range. I saw a T34 for a similar price and I think a Puma, which all come with a tiny diorama to be displayed on. So, what do you guys think? How did I do? Like what I do? Be sure to like, share, subscribe and comment what you think. Do it! Now I'll go and leave you with some shots of the Jagdpanther. See you in the next video, bye and take care!